South Bend City Council, February 27th, 2023.
All right, so let's call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm sure that probably came across a little disjointed with the time lag, but sorry about that. All right, so do we have any items from the public tonight? Bill. I see your hand is raised. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes, the cursor.
If you're trying to talk, Bill, you're muted.
It's the cursor, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be the cursor. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So I don't see any items from the public then. So let's move on. For the approval of the agenda, the consent agenda, and the minutes from February 13th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are any opposed? All right, motion carries. Do we have any correspondence though? Okay. So move on to ordinance number 1587 to amend portions of South Bend Municipal Code 13.10 sewer. This is the final reading. I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All right, and is there any discussion? If you remember, this affects the hookup rates. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And then the same thing for water, ordinance number 1588 to amend portions of South Bend Municipal Code 13.05. Again, the final reading. I would entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. All right, moving on to item 8, a proclamation discussion. I asked to bring this to the council tonight. Excuse me. We've had couple organizations come to me in the last few months, and it's happened from periodically over time. The Red Cross was one, and then there was a housing group was another, wanting us to make proclamations that the city for this month is such and such a month. And in consideration of this, I would like us to perhaps move away from proclaiming anything. With all the topics out there, none of these two are not contentious. But if we start making proclamations, should a contentious subject come up, I don't want to be in a place where we have always made these proclamations and then have one where we don't want to make one and be considered discriminatory. So I think it might be best for the city of South Bend if we just have a no proclamation edict or whatever, that we just aren't going to make any proclamations. And so this is mainly just a discussion, just to hear your thoughts on this.
I think that's sensible.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. I agree.
Have an opportunity to get ourselves in hot water with that.
Yeah, there's just the way our society is now, and so many topics of division out there. I think that we're better off just to have a policy that we just don't do proclamations. So we'll draw something up and then bring it before the next council meeting. So,
Okay.
All right. Moving on to department head reports, please, Chief Stiegel.
I have nothing tonight.
All right, Supervisor Hauk.
I have nothing either, Mayor.
All right, Clerk Treasurer Soa.
Nothing for me.
Wow. I just have a little something. I've been asked to speak at the Kiwanis meeting in the morning, so I'll be zooming into the Kiwanis meeting and I don't know what all they're gonna ask, but I'll report on the playground equipment and different things that we're doing. They just wanted a little bit of an update. So do we have any public comments regarding current agenda items? Yes, Craig Sprinterman.
Yeah, just about that proclamation discussion you were just having there. It's like, I
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I just watched our county commissioners and the Long Beach City Council decide to put fireworks things on the ballot. Like, I would just kind of like to see the people we elected to office take a stand on something. And right now, that kind of feels like your proclamations, you don't really want to let us know what you support and what you don't. So it's like, I understand why you're trying to do it, to avoid litigations for discrimination. But at the same time, I don't know how the legal definition of a proclamation might limit you in addition to what you're trying to accomplish. There may be proclamations sometime in the future that you actually wanted to proclaim something, and now you've licensed or you locked yourself out of it by creating the ordinance or whatever you're going to do with it. So I would like to see more definitive things coming from the elected officials in the area. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's move on to council comments. Councilor Davis.
Nothing. I'm good.
Okay. Councilor Kuiken.
Well, I just want to give a good report on the Public Works Department. I see them out there taking care of the roads and stuff, and I think they're doing a fantastic job of that. So nice to see that second things are happening. They're out there getting that stuff off the hills and trying to keep everything safe for everybody to get up to the hospital and stuff. And they just have always done a fantastic job doing that.
Thanks, Wyatt. I'll let them know.
Councilor Manlow.
Just a question for you. Do you happen to know, is there any progress on the rankings for the park stuff? Is that happening at this time, or is that still in the future at the state level?
We've been ranked as far as the purchase of the property goes. Is that what you're talking about over there at Triplet Field?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been ranked, and currently from the governor's budget, our project would not be funded. Of course, the legislature, the House and the Senate haven't put their budgets out yet. And what they come up with combined in the end, we don't know yet. Excuse me. Many times, the legislature does something very different than the governor when it comes to these types of funding streams. So we're not out of the ballpark yet, but we were not funded under the governor's end of it. So we won't know until the legislature has their final budget exactly where we're going to be at. So. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Councilor Corcoran.
I'm good.
All right. And Councilor Williams.
Nothing for me.
Okay. Do we have any future agenda topics? I don't see anything. All right. Thanks, everybody. We will be adjourned.
Thank you.